Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and good at home. Be safe, everyone. I hope that you have enjoyed your vacations also, which you have got as the DP, Durga Puja. After that, we have already started the new chapter. Yes, and the last chapter, that multiples and factors, chapter 8, we have already completed very nicely. You and us, we have already completed. Whatever queries and problems you were having, I have already solved all that and we have discussed all in the online class. Today we are going to discuss the new, okay, we have already started the new chapter in the last class. The chapter name was HCF, the highest common factor. In HCF, I have already said that HCF means the highest common factor. Okay, we have to find the common highest factor of that given number. So how we used to find that? If we have to find the highest common factor of any given number, if two or more numbers are given, first we have to find all the factors of a given number. If two numbers are given or three numbers are given, it doesn't matter. Find all the common in them, all the three or all the two. Okay, find the common. After getting all the common from that all the common from the factors given, you have to see that which one is the highest common factor in that. Highest common means the number which is having the highest value, the number which is the highest number in the given factor. Okay, the common which you have selected out, in that which is the highest number, which is the highest number. Okay, that highest number will be only the highest common factor. Okay, the highest common factor of that given number. So this is how we used to find the highest common factor. You are already knowing how to find the factor, isn't it? Now with this only we are going to move further. Okay, with this chapter only we are going to move further and we will see what the next we are having with us. Just see. So we have already, today we are going to discuss the prime factorization of HCF. How we used to find out the HCF by prime factorization. You all used to get confused in prime factorization. It's very easy, my dear. It's very easy to do and it's very easy. Okay. So first I will discuss with you all what is prime factorization. Then after we will discuss how we used to find the prime factorization of any given number, the highest by with the help of prime factorization, how we used to find the HCF of any given number, means the highest common factor. And few of the word problems also we are going to discuss in this class. Okay, we have to cover two exercises in this class. So everyone please watch the video throughout. Okay. This is on today's topic, HCF by prime factorization method. Okay, prime factorization we have to do and we have to find the HCF. Just see. Like you can see here, prime factorization is to write a number as a product of its prime factor. Prime factorization means to write a number as a product of its prime factor. Now what does this mean? Two kind of prime factorization is there. Prime factorization, repeated division method. Either every time you repeatedly divide it, okay, every time repeatedly divide it, and then you will get the prime factor you have done in the prime factorization way. Either building a factor tree method, building a factor tree method. Okay, by building a factor tree method, that also I will tell you. Okay, either we can divide it and then we can do, or either we can build a factor tree. Just see. Like here you are seeing method 1. Prime factorization by repeated division. How we used to repeatedly divide and then we do the prime factorization. Suppose we have to find the prime factorization of 180. So what we will do, divide the number by the smallest prime. The smallest prime number. Okay, that is 2. With that we will start dividing. Okay, with 2 we will divide 180, then we will get 90. Okay, write the question below the dividend. We have to write the question below the dividend. Just suppose 2 we have divided, 2 divided by 180. We have got 90. Then 90 we will write just below 180. Okay, and 2 we will write again to the right side. After that, continue to divide the question with the smallest possible prime number. We will continue the division. Okay, with the smallest prime number. Continue it. Continue the division with the smallest prime number. Like you can see, one time I have divided with 2, then I have got 90. Then 90 again I am dividing with the smallest prime. Till that time we will divide with the smallest prime. Okay, till it can be divided. Okay, like you can see, continue to divide the question. Second point I am reading. Continue to divide the question. Okay, with the smallest possible prime number till question is 1. Till that time you have to divide in to find the when you are doing the prime factorization of any number, you have to divide till that time till you will get 1 as the last question. So we have divided one time with 9, again 90 we have divided, then we have got 45, then 45 we have divided, then we have got 15, then 15 we have divided, then we have got 5. Like this we have again and again and again continuously divided, and lastly we have got 1 as a answer. So write the number as the product. Write the number as the product of the prime factor arranged in ascending order. Okay, write the number. Okay, you have to write the number as whatever the number with which you have divided. Okay, the number with which you have divided. Okay, that is that this side all the number is dividend. This side 180, 90, 45, all these are dividend. And the number with which we have divided, that is 2, 2, 3, 3 or 5, these all are divisors. So that divisors you have to write. Okay, prime factorization of 180 will be 2, 2, 3, 3 and 5. These all are the prime factorization of a 180. Okay, if you have to find, if it is being this is the how we are used to do the prime factorization of any number, by division method. This is just a prime factor. Right now we are not finding the HCF here. I have just explained you how to do the prime factorization. We have to take the number and we have to again and again we have to divide it till that time when you will get 1 as a last. Okay, till that time you have to divide. Now, prime factorization by building a factor tree. Factor tree we are building here of 180. The same number I have taken so that you cannot get confused. Like 180 is there. Step 1. Write the given number as the pair of its factor. Write the given number as the pair of its factor. First step. I have just pair of its factor. Like 18 I have written separately and 10 I have written separately at its pair. Okay. 180 it is given now. So 18 and 10 I have written separately as its pair factor. Okay. Then after that, first I have written that. Then after, like here what we have done, in the table of 18, in the table of 18, 180 is coming in 10 times. It is coming now. So 18 I have written first this side and then I have written 10 this side. Okay. So I have done the, first I have break the 180 in 2 parts. Then 18 I have break in 2 parts. In the table of 3, 18 is coming, okay. 18 is coming in 6 times. And in the table of 6, 18 is coming in 3 times. That also I have made the pair. Means 18 into 10 is 180 and 10 into 18 is 180. So this kind of pairing we are talking about. Like 3 into 6 is 18 and 6 into 3 is also 18. So that 10 pair will be 2 and 5. 2 into 10 or 5 into 10. In both the cases you will get 10 only. So that pair we have made. After that we are seeing that 3. Now after that 6, that 6 is there. Okay, 3, 2 and 5, 3, 2 and 5. Okay, these, now just what it is written, continue this process till we get all the factors that are the prime numbers. You have to continue this process till that time when you are getting it at last the prime number. Okay, till that time. Now write the number as the product of the prime number arranged in ascending order. Okay. After that you have just written according to the according to the building the tree factors. Okay, you have already written. After writing this, you can see. After writing this, what we will do, just see. We will write all the prime factors. What are the common in them? 3, 2. Okay, like 6. Why we have break the 6? Why we have break the 6? Because 3, see my dear, we cannot make any pair of 3. 3 into 1 will be 3. So 1 is only, na? So 1 we will not take. 2 into 1 is also 2 and 5 into also. But so these numbers cannot be break. So these numbers are written as it is. But 6 can be break. 6 can be break now. 6 into 6, if we are dividing 6, okay, then 6 divided by 2 will be 3. And 3 divided by 6 will be 2. So 6 can be break in 2 times and we will get 2 and 3. 2 and 3 we will get. Now what are the common in them? What are the common in them? 3 is common. 3 we are getting in both. Sorry, 3 is one of the common. Then 2 is one of the common. Commons I have circled. 3 here is common. Here is 3. So 1, 3. Both the 3's I have taken here. 2 here is common. 2 here is there. 2, 2 I have taken and 1, 5. 6 already I have break. So 6 is not common. Okay. 3, 2, 5 and 2 and 3. These are the common numbers. So the same method. Either you do it by division. By dividing the number. Till that time when you will get last 1. Or either you can make this tree. Building this tree you can make, and with that also you can do. But here you have to make the pairs. You have to keep in your mind that we have to write the pairs of its factor. The number is like 180. So what can be the pair of it? What can be the pair factor of it? That all. Like when you are dividing 18, then pair factors. Then 10 pair factors. 6 then pair factors. Like 2 into 3 is also 6, and 3 into 2 is also 6. So like this you have to find a pair factor. Now let's move on. Now just see, find the HCF. We have already discussed the prime factorization, how we used to do by dividing or by building the factor tree. Now we are going to discuss how we used to find the HCF. Okay, according to the prime factorization. Very easy it is now. Like HCF of 32 and HCF of 24 you have to find. We cannot do it as LCM, that both the numbers we will write together and then we will find. No, in this we don't used to do. What it is written, first read it. Find the prime factors of the given number by the repeated division method. Circle the common prime factors of a given method. The product of the common prime factor of the number gives the HCF. Means what? Just see. See, what does it mean? It means that like 32 is given. Again and again continuously I am dividing with the first I have taken the smallest prime number, that is 2. Smallest prime even number, okay, that is 2 I have taken, and with 2 I have divided this. So again and again when I have divided 32 by 2, then I have got 16. Then again 16 I have divided by 2, then I have got 8. Then again 8 I have divided by 2, then I have got 4. Then 4 I have divided by 2, then I have got 2. And then 2 I have divided by 2, then I have got 1. Till that time I have continued the division till I have got 1 as a question. In the same way 24 I have also done. In the same way 24 I have divided with 2, I have got 12. Then 12 I have divided with 2, then I have got 6. Then 6 I have divided with 2, then I have got 3. And then 3 I have divided with 3, then I have got 1. Now we have to write all the numbers, this number, okay, separately. Like prime factorization of 32, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. The number of times you have divided with 2, that you have to write. Now prime factorization of 24, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So this is the prime factorization. What is the common in them? 2 into 2, 2 into 2 and 2 into 2. This the number which I have circled with red, you can see very nicely. The number which I have circled with red, these are the common numbers. These are the common factors in both, in 32 also and 24 also. Now from that, okay, now from that I will write all the common, like 2, then 2, then 2. All the common in both, 2, we are getting 2, then 1, 2 I have written. In both again we are getting 2, then 1, 2 I have written. In both we are getting 2, then 1, 2 I have written. After that maybe the question is, that means these 2, 2 and 1, 3 you have not written. The uncommon one we will not write. No, the uncommon ones we will not write. We will leave it. Only the common we have to take. Okay, only the common. Now 2 and 2 is not common and 3 is also not common. So we will leave it as it is. Now 2 into 2 into 2, what you will get? 8. So 8 is the highest common factor of 32 and 24. 2 into 2, 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 2 is 4 and 4 into 2 is 8. So 8 is the highest common factor. Okay. Now just see. In this you can see, you have to find the factor of 3 numbers. There I have taken 2 numbers. Here I have taken 3 numbers. Like 44, 77 and 100. These 3 numbers I have taken. We have to find by the prime factorization the highest common factor of the given number. So first I have divided 44, okay, by 2. Then when I have divided 44 by 2, then I have got 22. Then again 22 by 2, then 11. Then 11 by 11 only. It cannot be divisible by 2, 3 or any number. So 11. Then we have got 1. So till that time I have divided. When I have got till that, when I have not got 1. So when I have got 1, I have leave. Now 77 also I have divided. So 77 divided by 7. So I have got 11. Then again 11 I have divided with 11. So I have got 1. This also is clear. Now 110 I have divided with 2. As it is an even number, so I can divide it by 2. So 110 when I have divided by 2, I have got 55. Now 55 when I have divided by 5, I have got 11. So because 55 can be divided by 5 only, so I have got 11. Now 11 I have divided by 11, then I have got 1 that I have written. Now you can see prime factorization of 44 when I have to do, then what are the numbers? First I will write 2, 2 and 11 I have written. Then prime factorization of 77, okay, that is 7 and 11. Now prime factorization of 110, that is 2, 5 and 11. Now what is the common in them? 2 is common? No. 2 is there in 44, 2 is there in 110, but 2 is not there in 77. In the same way, 5 is there, but 5 is not there in any. 7 is there, but 7 is also. So which is the common in them? 11. Which is the common? 11. So only 111 you will write. Nothing you have to do. No need to multiply here. Because only one common factor is there. One common, that is 11. If maybe one more will be there, like 2 will be there, then 11 into 2 we will do, and the highest common factor we will get. But only one common factor is there in all the 3, that is 11. So that is only the highest common factor will become. Okay, no need to do now anything with it. Okay, that only. Don't think that means only one common factor will be there. Then what we have to do? Then nothing we have to do. That only will be the highest common factor. No need to do anything in that case. Like you can see in this question, find the HCF of 32 and 24. So here you are seeing that I have not done it separately. Okay, I am seeing that both are even numbers. Isn't it? Both are even number. 2 and 4 is even. In the last number, 2 and 4 is there, so it is the even number. What I have done, I have written both the numbers together, and with 2, which is the smallest prime even number, with that I have divided. 32 is divisible by 2 in 16 times and 24 in 12 times. Again that 16 and 12 I have divided. 16 is divisible by 2 in 8 times and 12 is divisible by 2 in 6 times. Now again I have divided. Now 8 is divisible by 2 in 4 times and 6 is divisible by 2 in 3 times. Like this I have divided again and again. So what are the common I have got? Already we are knowing this, the number which we have divided, that is only the common. So 2 into 2 into 2, that is only the common. If separately also you will do, that only will be the common you will get. So 2 into 2 into 2 will be 2 into 2 is 4 and 4 into 2 is 8. So what is the highest common factor of 32 and 24 is 8. Okay. Yes, now you can see I have taken now the 3 numbers. Okay. 3 numbers I have taken and together I have written. You can see 120, 100 and 140. I have taken 3 numbers together. Okay, because all can be divisible by 2. Okay, that is why together I have written. Okay, if it would not be divisible, then maybe I have written separately. Okay, or if else it is not divisible, then that number as it is we will write downside. Okay, but it is divisible by 2. So if I am dividing 120 by 2, then I am getting 60. Then if I am dividing 100 by 2, then I am getting 50. If I am dividing 140 by 2, then I am getting 70. After that, again I will divide 60, 50 and 70 by 2. Then if I am dividing 60 by 2, then I am getting 30. If I am dividing 50 by 2, then I am getting 25. If I am dividing 70 by 2, then I am getting 35. In the same way, again, I am dividing with 30. 30 I am dividing with 5. Okay, now I am seeing that 30, 25 and 35 is there. So it is not divisible by 3, 2 or 4, any number like this. But it is divisible by 5 completely. So when I am dividing 30 by 5, then I am getting 6. When I am dividing 25 by 5, then I am getting 5. When I am dividing 35 by 5, then I am getting 7. So what is the answer we have got? That is 6, 5 and 7. And that 6, 5, 7 is not divisible. It is uncommon. Okay. Means if we have to divide, then one by one I have to divide. One time by 6 I will divide, then I will get 1. Then one time with 5 I will get 1. Then one time with 7 I will get 1. Like this we will do then only. But any common number is not there with which all three can be divisible. So we have to write the prime factorization of this number. So prime factor will be 2, 2 and 5. Okay, 2, 2 and 5. These three we will not take. The number with which all are divisible completely, that we will take. The uncommon numbers with which, okay, the uncommon number which is not divisible, that we will not take. Okay, like 2, 2 and 5. With these three numbers, all 120, 100 or 140 was divisible. Okay, till that time, till 5, it was divisible. So till that only we will take. But 6, 5 and 7 is not divisible by any common number, so we will not take it. Now 2 into 2 we will do, then we will get 4, and 4 into 5 we will do, then you will get 20. So 20 is the highest common factor of 120, 100 and 140. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the story problem. Story problem on the basis of HCF. Okay, story problem is same, the word problem which is written in your book. Same thing. Okay, let's see. Like suppose if the number is given. Find the greatest number that divides 204 and 64 without a remainder. The number you have to find which divides this number completely without leaving any remainder. So you divide 204 by 64. So you will write, find the greatest number you have to find out. So you will write the dividend equals to 204. Here you can write the statement like this. Dividend equals to 204. Divisor equals to 64. Now what you have to do? You have to divide it. 64 I am dividing with 204. I am getting 192. Then again that 192 I am then again what I am doing? Again 192. What I have got as remainder? Remainder I have got as 12. 12 is the remainder, my dear, here. Now this 64 which was written as a divisor here, it will become the dividend. Okay, then that I will write. Now 12 I will read the table of 12 that much time in which 64 will come. 64 will come. No, 64 will not come, but 60 will come. So 60 I will write just below 64 and 5 I will write as the question. After that I will subtract. Then 4 minus 0 will be 4 and 6 minus 6 will be 0. So 4 I have got as a remainder. Now again this 12, the question, sorry, the divisor which was, the 12 was the divisor. Now that divisor we have to write in the middle, and then that with that 4 I have to divide. Now in the table of 4 in how many times 12 will come? In 3 times. So now 3 we have got, and we have got the remainder as 0. This only the question was saying, without leaving any remainder. Okay, without leaving any remainder. Here you have to understand, my dear, first time we have divided with the number which is given, the dividend and the divisor was given. Then in the next time, the remainder which I am getting, with that remainder you have to divide the divisor. Then again, the remainder which you are getting, with that you have to divide the next divisor. Okay, in the same way you have to do it till that time when you are not getting, not getting 0. When you will get 0 as a remainder, it means you just completed. Okay? Like you can see what it is written. HCF 4. Highest common factor of this is 4. Isn't it? Means last, with which number? With the last we have done. With 4 only. So that 4 will become the highest common factor. Here. The greatest number that divides 204 and 64 without leaving any remainder, that is 4. 4 is the highest number which is dividing 204 and 64 completely. Okay. In the same way, this is what is in this question. What it is? What is the maximum length of the equal pieces that can be cut from two lengths of wires of 75 centimeter and 92 centimeter with a piece of 2 meter remaining of each? What does it mean? What does this question is saying? It is saying that the length of two, like it is given, that can be cut from the two length of wire. Two length of wire is given. One is 75 and one is 92. This is the two length of wire is given, 75 and 92, with a piece of 2 meter. 2 meter remaining means when you will prime factor, when you will divide it, then 2 will remain also. Okay, it means it is not completely will be divisible. Then how we will do? See, whenever remainder is given, remainder is 2 given, na? 2 is remaining, that is remainder. Subtract this remainder from the number. Subtract the remainder from the number. Means from 74 you subtract 2 one time, then you will get 72. From 92 you subtract 2 one time, then you will get 90. Now you find the HCF of the given number. 72 is the smallest and 90 is the highest. So 90 will be the dividend and 72 will be the divisor. Now you will divide. Okay, now we will divide. So 92 when I am dividing with 72, okay, when 90 is when 90 is divided by 72, then it can be divided only in one time. So 1 I will write as a quotient and 72 I will write just below 90. After that I will subtract. When I will subtract from 90, okay, 72, then I will get 18. 18 I have got here as a remainder. I have got the 18 as remainder here. Now, the question, the divisor with which we were dividing 90, that is 72. Now that 72 will become the dividend here, and that 72 will be written in the middle, and with that we will divide 18. 72 we will divide with 18. So in how many times 18 can divide 72? 18 can divide 72 in 4 times. So 4 we will write as a quotient in this side, and 72 we will write just below 72, and when I will subtract I will get the answer as 0. It means it is completely divisible. We have already completely divided that. So what is the highest common factor of the given what problem? 18 is the highest common factor of the given word problem. So what you will write? The maximum length, the answer you will write, the maximum length of the equal piece of wire that can be cut from two wires 74 and 92 centimeter is 18 centimeter with a piece of 2 centimeter remaining of each. Okay, remaining of each it is saying na. So that we have already done in the beginning only. From 92 I have subtracted, then I have got 90. From 74 I have subtracted, then I have got 72. So like this we have already subtracted the remaining ones, and then I have divided. And the highest common factor of 72 and 90 is 18. Okay. Okay. That is all for today, my dear. I hope you all have understood with the two statements which I have explained. This kind of more statements we are having in our book, which we have to solve. Okay, that we will solve together. If you will face any kind of problem still in solving, in writing the statement, you can come with your queries and problem in the online classes, and we will discuss both together. Okay, whatever I have explained till now, you go through it, how we used to do the prime factorization, how we used to find the number in the word problem. Okay, how the what I can say, divisor used to change in dividend every time, and the remainder used to become the divisor, and then we used to divide each and every time. These things you have to keep in your mind. Okay, and the last, how we use by dividing continuously, the last when we have not got 0, till that time we have to divide, and with the last with which we have divided and we have got the 0, okay, that will be the highest common factor of that particular number. These all we have discussed till now. I think you have understood all, but still if you are confused, you have not understood anywhere, you can come with your queries in the online classes. We will discuss together and we will find the solution. That is all, my dear. I hope go through the video nicely and see everything, so that everything should be understood by you nicely. That is all. Thank you, my dear.